All right, so we're going to begin. I'm going to play a video as our introduction to the topic, and then we'll move on from there. All right, so let us stop there for a little while. So based on our little introductory video, our lesson for today will be on, will be on what would our lesson today be on? What will we focus on today? Nathan, Forrest. Are you guys hearing me?
Yes, miss. Yes, miss.
Okay, so I was asking a question just now. So from the video we just watched, what will today's lesson be about or be focused on? All right, you guys are both correct. Yes, context clues. All right, so can someone remind me what a context clue is? Wait,
Excuse me, miss. What did you say?
I wanted someone to remind me what a context clue is.
It's the context clue is when you use evidence from the passage to try and form the definition of a word you don't know.
All right, thank you. That's fair enough. So context clues are words that would allow for us to understand the meaning of unfamiliar words or the idea of a passage, a paragraph, and so on, right? So for today, or at the end of our class, we should be able to define what a context clue is, as well as state the different types of context clues and to use them in the appropriate way or use them as the strategies so we can easy to decipher what the meaning of a word is. So like we just said, context clues are hints found within a sentence, a paragraph, an essay, a passage that a reader can use to understand the meaning of new or unfamiliar words. Can anybody tell me the 5 types of context clues? You can guess. You have to be right, it's fine. Nathan,
Yes, miss.
context clues. Give me at least 2 out of the 5 types.
Contrast, miss.
Say again.
Contrast
All right, contrast, good.
and punctuation, miss.
Punctuation. All right, we're going to work on that one, Torres. All right, so from our slide that is now on. All right, so for our main slide now, the question asks, what are the 5 types of context clues? And the girl on my right says, I have ideas. All right, I have ideas. Therefore, so she should know what the 5 types of context clues are. All right. So this says, if you want to always remember the types of context clues, remember the acronym IDEAS, right? So I mean inference, D is for definition, E examples, A antonym or contrast, like you said, Nathan, and then S for synonym. So there are 5 basic type of context clues. And if we remember the acronym IDEAS, we will never ever forget the 5 types, all right? So when a strong reader comes to an unfamiliar word, they can use context clues to help them determine the meaning of the unknown word or words. Nathan, and is it Torre?
Yes, miss. Yes,
All right.
miss.
All right. So honestly, you guys normally read? Do you enjoy reading?
No, miss.
No. Torre, do you enjoy reading?
Sometimes, miss.
All right. What do you enjoy? What type of books do you read? Thinking about it? Okay. So you can go and think. We'll get back to you. All right, so the acronym idea, like I said before, would help us to remember the different types of context clues. So Nathan, close your eyes and tell me what the A mean in idea.
Antonyms, miss.
Antonym. What is an antonym though? Give me examples of.
So an antonym is the opposite of a word.
Right, so the opposite word or opposite in meaning of a word that was stated, right? Give me an example of antonym. So Nathan, one, Tori, one from you as well.
Hot and cold, miss.
Hot and cold, awesome. Tori, your turn. Give me an example of antonym.
Sour and sweet.
Say again. Oh, sour and the sweet. All right, good. All right, so the reader must look for clues within, before, and after the sentence in which the word is used. So the 5 types of antonym context clue that we said before. The first one is inference. And inference is a conclusion that has been reached by the way of evidence and reasoning, right? So if I am to say, or if Nathan is to be sitting outside gazing into space, Tori, so you have not heard any word from Nathan, right? But just by the way he's sitting and looking, what would you say about Nathan? What is happening with him? What conclusion can you pull from that setting?
Could you repeat?
Oh, so we're focusing on inferencing now as a context clue, right? So if Nathan is to just sit outside, quiet, looking all confused, or look as if he's in pain, what conclusion could you draw from that? So you're seeing me now, right, on screen. And usually I'm a happy person, but then for some reason today, my head is in my palm and all I'm doing is sighing. What can you draw from that? What is happening to me? What do you think I'm feeling?
Sad.
Feeling sad. Why? What do you think? Why you think I'm feeling sad?
Because that's what people do usually do in this.
Right. So based on your prior knowledge or previous experience, you know that when somebody is sad, they normally have that gesture, right? Because you can't be sad and you're sighing like something will definitely be wrong if you are happy and you have that gesture, right? So persons who are normally sad will have that look on their faces or will have their head in their palm or will be sighing. So because we know how it is when someone is sad, the person don't have to tell us that they're sad, but their action will show us that they're sad, right? So inferencing is pretty much that. So you are not given the word, you are not told what is happening to someone, but because of the knowledge or prior knowledge that you have, or the experiences that you have been through, you know that, all right, this person is not feeling happy today, obviously something is wrong, right? So inferencing means reading between the lines. So if you're going to read a passage and it is using the inference context clue, you won't see the answers just pop out at you. I gave an example yesterday. So let me use Nathan. So Nathan is hurrying to get to the library. Nathan wants to return a book he had borrowed. The question, the simple question might be, or the right there question, which we normally call the direct question, might say, where is Nathan running to? We just said it, he's running to the library, right? But then if they're to ask a question such as, where is he coming from? if they were to explain that he was sweating, he had a football boots in his hand and so on, we will know that he's coming from where?
A football field.
Coming from the football field, might just finish playing a Manning Cup match, right? Or maybe training. But based on whatever he had in his hand, we know that he's coming from a football match, he's coming from some extracurricular activities. Without them saying it, the item that was listed in it, listed as description, it will say that yes, he's coming from a match and he's late. He wants to catch the library. All right. So example one, she is gregarious, found always at one event or another around town and surrounded by laughing people. Her door is always open. So without looking at the answer, can anybody tell me what that word means? We're seeing example one. Anybody can tell me what gregarious means? Gregarious. What do you think that means? So she is gregarious. Found,
Yes, she's talkative.
she is? So she is gregarious, found always at one event or another around town and surrounded by laughing people. Her door is always open. What do you think that word means? Hello, Brianna. Thank you for joining.
Good evening, Miss. Sorry, I'm late.
All right, that's fine. So you're just coming in, Brianna. Can you tell me what gregarious means?
What the what, Miss?
What the word gregarious means? What do you think it means? So it is used in this context. She is gregarious, found always at one event or another around town and surrounded by laughing people. Her door is always open. What do you think that word means? Nathan, anything from you?
Miss helpful.
She is helpful. Okay. Torre, what you say?
Talkative. Just for the first example.
She's talkative.
Yes, miss.
Okay, Nathan, let me hear yours. All right,
Miss,
so
can I go again?
all right, go ahead.
Alright, so before I said that she was supple. Could it be that she's helpful and she's a very social person, she socializes with persons in the community?
So I heard she's helpful and then?
She is social, I mean, meaning that she socializes with everybody around her and ensures that they laugh.
All right, so that is correct. So she's somebody who is sociable, right? So the words that we could use there to help us to understand what gregarious mean is that her door is always open. People that are antisocial are not open to anybody, right? So if her doors are always open and she normally or she prefer to be around people, surrounded by laughing people, it means that she's a fun-loving person. I think she's sociable, right? So instead of we use the word sociable, we could use that word. You're going to add it to your vocabulary and use it tomorrow at school? Tell me yes. All right, so we know now that that word gregarious means. So gregarious might be unfamiliar, but one can infer from the content it was used in that that word means sociable or is fond of company. So it's somebody who is always with people. You can find her at an event, any event around town, like the sentence stated. There's somebody who's always in the company of persons, don't mind having people around. And of course, we'll call that person sociable, right? Right, Nathan, right, Brenna, right, Tori?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So the next type of context clues is definition. So in our own words, somebody define what is definition. Want me to call names?
Alright, miss, I'll go first. Miss,
Okay.
definition is practically the meaning of something. Something
Okay.
in simple terms, words, or whatever.
All right. Thank you, Brianna. So example one says the man's obesity or too much fat caused much worry for the doctor. So right there and then we know what obesity means, right? So obesity would mean too much fat. So this, I believe this context clue is one of the easiest one to identify because the definition is just right there. All right, so we've gone through two already, inferencing and definition. Can someone tell me what the third one is? Remember, when we use the acronym IDEAS, we will remember what the context clues are, the types of context clues. So we're past I meaning inferencing. We pass D, or we're at D now, moving on to another one, E. Can someone tell me what the E context clue is? E, E. Guess, it's okay to guess and guess wrong. It's okay to be wrong and strong. I'm here to help. What does the E mean? Okay, so I guess you're all right. The E means, all right, so somebody can't spell idea. Somebody mess up them slide. All right, so somebody messed up them slide. Oh yeah, it's right here. So the E mean example, all right? So for this type of context clue, the words such as including, such as, and for example, are used. Example one, the river was filled with debris such as plastic bags, empty bottles, pieces of bamboos, and shattered glasses. So if we had no idea what debris mean, the word debris means, based on the listing that we have here, we would know that debris mean unwanted or unuseful objects, right? Right? Are you guys hearing me? I'm not so sure you're hearing because nobody received.
Yes, miss.
Okay, thank you, Brianna. Nathan, Torre, hearing me?
Yes, miss.
So how come I made them so quiet? What's happening? Nathan, what's up?
Nothing, miss.
Um,
Nothing, miss.
you're okay, you sure?
Yes, miss.
All right, Torre, are you okay?
Yes, miss.
All right. So we're at context clue E, and we say E mean example. So usually, if we're going to try to find out which context clue a writer is using, if we see one with the words such as, for example, such or such as, we know that he's using the example form or the example type of context clues. And we just give an example. Example number one, the river was filled with debris. If we knew not what debris meant, we would have known that debris must be something that is unuseful or unwanted. Because example one said the river was filled with debris such as plastic bags, empty bottles, pieces of bamboos, and shattered glasses, right? So if we never know what debris mean all along, because it provide items in example 1, it lists the stuff, what debris are. So based on that, we would know what exactly a debris or debris are, right? Right?
Yes, miss.
Good. So we have gone through I. I means what again? Context.
Miss, I means in French.
I means inference. Thank you. All right, Nathan. What does the D mean? Okay, Torre. What does the D mean, Torre?
Mr. Bree,
Go again. Didn't hear Torre. Go again. So the I, remember we're dealing with the 5 types of
what did you say?
The D, what does the D mean? When we're focusing on context clues and we use the acronym IDEAS, what does the D in IDEAS mean?
Definition.
Definition. Thank you. Nathan, are you ready for me? What does the E mean?
Example, miss.
Example. All right. So we have 2 more to go. A and S. Can someone remind me what A is when we're talking about context clues using the
Miss,
acronym IDEAS?
Antonyms.
Antonyms, sure.
Yes, miss.
What is an antonym? What is that? That sounds like an ant. That is the ant. What is that? What is an antonym?
no, miss, no. Miss, antonyms are words opposite in meaning. So it's an antonym.
Words that are opposite in meaning. All right. So Nathan had given us one, and Torres. So and Brianna, it's your turn. Give us a set of antonyms.
Miss, Miss, could you use arrogant and humble?
Arrogant and humble. Okay. No problem. That's a good one. All right. So we're at antonyms now. So these context clues use the opposite meaning of the words to help the reader understand the meaning of the unfamiliar word. All right. So to confirm, when a writer is using the antonym context clues, we will see words such as unlike, but, contrast, however, as opposed to, etc. Can anybody tell me any other word when we see that? Focusing on context clue would mean they're using the antonym one. So apart from the words listed there, unlike, but, contrast, however, as opposed to, can you think of any other word? No? No, still thinking? Listen, guys, I like when I speak, person respond, okay? I don't like to talk to myself. Well, I don't like to talk to myself on camera, right? So when you guys are not here, I can talk to myself. But once you're here, all 3 of you, I want to hear from you, right? So you talk to me, I talk to you, and we'll go have wonderful classes. But then it was so quiet. Are you guys this quiet in school? Tell me the truth. When you don't talk during class time?
Yes, miss, I speak in class times. Me.
Yeah. Nathan, you're always quiet in class?
Yes, miss.
All right, so this is not the normal school setting, right? So you don't have to be this quiet. Okay, Nathan?
Okay, miss.
So when I saw Nathan pop up today, I have a Nathan in my class, and I was saying, I wonder if this is the Nathan in my class. But when I realize how quiet this Nathan is, I'm saying, not the same Nathan. My Nathan don't talk, don't stop talking. My Nathan don't sit one place. My Nathan is all over the place. So if I'm to choose between the two Nathan, I'll still choose this Nathan here, the one that doesn't talk, but I want for him to talk to me. Oh, that's so. Or, right? Please tell me you're not this quiet in class.
Yes, miss.
So you're quiet? So teachers don't have any issue at all with you guys then?
Miss, except for me. Except for me. The troublemaker one. Except for me.
So Brianna, you're the talkative one.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Well, for the other two males, you can speak, all right? So don't feel, I'm not going to tell you, say, do something you're uncomfortable with. But, we're in a class, only four of us here. And when I ask a question, it will be so, so, so nice to hear somebody respond. It will be so nice to hear a male's voice as well. Because Brianna is always answering, and that's okay. But I want to hear from the males. All right? So,
Miss?
yeah,
Miss, where is Theo?
I don't know where he is. Maybe he forgot he had class today. All right, so who wants to read the example for me?
Miss, just wait until one of the males volunteer. I will sit back quietly, relaxed, and will listen.
I know one of them will volunteer. Go ahead, make me proud. Dun, 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 dun. No. Nothing?
Alright, Miss. I will read. I will read.
Okay,
Alright,
Brenda.
example. Mary wanted to be inconspicuous at the party, but I wanted to stand out so everyone would see my creative costume.
Thank you. Thank you, Brianna. So any one of the males can tell me what inconspicuous in inconspicuous means? So you can just read over the clues or read over the sentence and then tell me what you think it means without looking at the answer.
Me, Brenda. I raised my hand,
No, Brianna,
Brenda.
Nathan wants the answer. Nathan says he's ready. Go ahead, Nathan.
Not be seen, miss.
Huh?
Not be seen.
All right, not be seen. You agree, Torre?
Miss.
Yes? So like I guess that's a yeah. All right, so we're gonna go back to the video we had started, and then we come back to the slide in a few. All right, like we can see the word that might might be unfamiliar to some persons is ecstatic right now. The first one we're focusing on, right? All right. So can someone tell me what that means? What the word ecstatic means? So you can reread the passage or the word before and after the word, and then give me the meaning of the word. So we're focusing on ecstatic. What does ecstatic mean?
Happy, miss?
So Nathan said happy. Yay! Nathan answered.
Miss, after me, I got answer, Miss Shaw.
I'm so happy Nathan answered. Yay! All right. Anybody has anything else to add to that? Any other meaning? Any other word? Any other word?
Miss, you said happy. I'm just going to say joyful. Yes, miss.
Or overwhelming? Overwhelming happiness or joyful? That is correct. All right. So the next, let's continue here. All right. All right. So the music intensified or increased in volume. Can someone tell me the type of context clue that was used? Remember the 5 types? Use the acronym ideas to remember them. So which of the 5 was used right here? The music intensified or increased in volume. Correct. Brianna, Nathan, what's the answer? Correct. Brianna, Nathan, what's the answer?
Miss, what was the question?
I was asking the type of context clue that was used in the section there. The music intensified or increased in volume. Which of the 5 context clue was used?
Synonyms, miss?
Synonyms? Was your
Yes,
final
miss.
answer, Nathan? Final answer?
Yes, miss.
Okay, let's hear
Yes,
from
ma'am.
Brianna. Thank you, Nathan. Let's hear from Brianna. Which context clue was used?
Miss is either or either, miss. The synonyms or antonyms. One of them.
Synonym or antonym? Okay. You have to give me a final answer. You can't have 2 answers. Nothing don't go like that. What is your
Miss,
final answer?
Miss, but wait, Miss the exam and Miss them said to choose one or two answer, Miss. Circle A and circle B. So it's either antonyms or synonyms.
So we're going to go with maybe the first one for you, antonyms. Okay, let's hear from you, Torre. Which context clue was used in the section, the music intensified or increased in volume?
From intensified, since it has the same meaning as increased. So it went up.
So which context clue was used? Was it inferencing, definition, examples, antonym, or synonym?
A synonym.
Synonym. Okay, so that is correct. So synonym was used because intensified can be replaced or mean the same as increased. Very good. So, Brianna, if you had chosen two answers, I would have given you incorrect. You have to choose one, and the answer, of course, was synonym. What does timid mean?
Scared.
Scared. Any other word?
Miss Shy,
Shy. Okay.
Miss
Any other?
Frightened.
All right. So when we're focusing now on that section of the paragraph, right? So we're focusing on that section now. Which context clue was used and why you said that context clue was used? So which word from the passage will alert that your answer is correct? So we are at unlike her timid friend Morgan. We're right there. Which context clue was used? I guess we're reading, right? We're reading.
Yes, Miss.
Or still reading? Okay. Finish reading.
Yes, miss.
Let's go with antonym.
Antonym. Do we all agree it's antonym?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Which word though? Which word convinced us that antonym context clue was used?
Unlike.
Unlike. Thank you. So remember the words that we can look out for to help us with antonyms. Unlike, contrary, on the other hand, however. So when we see these words, we'll know that they're making contrast or comparison to. Okay? So let's continue. Ovation. What is that?
Brianna, me miss.
Okay, Brianna, go ahead.
Miss, so ovation in the sentence means applause.
So, do we agree with that? Let me ask my gentleman first. Do we agree with that? She correct, Tori? She correct, Nathan?
Miss Edie something more back come answer Miss. Miss listen. Miss it says that after the show, the crowd gave a standing ovation. Then after that, it says the fans stood and clapped to show their appreciation for such a great performance. When the context clues, the evidence that are in the sentence are when them stand up and when they clap. So it was applause. It was a standing applause. I am actually correct because I am justifying my answer. Well done, Brenna.
All right, well done, Brianna. Okay, so can anyone tell me no, the type of context clue that was used here?
None of the boys want to answer. Brenna, do you want to answer? Miss?
Torres, yay! What do we got? Go ahead, not Brianna, not Brianna. Nathan, Torres, go ahead. One of the males, please. Today.
Miss, could you repeat the question?
I was asking the type of context clue that was used because Brianna said ovation mean applaud. That's what you said, Brianna?
Yes, Miss. A standing applause.
Right. So I wanted for you to tell me now the context clue that was used that allowed for Brianna to be convinced that she's correct.
Miss, it says the stands stood up and clapped to show their appreciation, miss.
So that
A
means,
standing ovation means to stand and clap, miss.
okay. So which context clue was it? Was it an example? Was it synonym, antonym, inferencing, or definition?
Miss, would ovation and clap to be the same thing, miss?
So your answer would be,
Oh, synonyms, miss.
you say synonym? Was that Nathan?
Yes, miss.
Sorry, what you think? All right, so ovation is an enthusiastic show of appreciation. So we normally clap or we'll say applause or scream. So in this instance though, the fans stood and clapped. Ovation means to stand and to clap. So therefore they're giving you the definition of the word. Right? Right?
Yes, miss.
Right. So for the second one, ovation, the fans stood and clapped to show their appreciation. That will mean the context clue that was used is definition. Ovation means to stand or to show appreciation by standing and applauding. All right, let's move on. Well, let's see if she's finished. All right. So congratulations to all my detectives that are here today. So we're going to do a little activity and then we will close in a few. All right, so we have some questions here or some sentences here. So I want for us to, so each person, one person would at least have 4 to answer, right? I know that you guys are bubbling with excitement because we learn context clues. So therefore, I don't have to call any names. We're just going to read them and just see the answers, right? Right, Torres, right, Brianna, right, Nathan.
Yes, miss. Mm-hmm.
All right, so I guess the female will start. Read number 1 and tell me the context clue that was used.
Miss. Okay, so the sentence says Diane was lethargical
Do you say
outside.
Cal? Hey,
Lethargical?
Brianna?
Miss.
Yes.
Miss, I have
Lethargic?
to Yes, lethargic. That word. So Diane was lethargic. She didn't have energy to get out of bed. So, lethargic in that sentence means she was tired and she couldn't move, so she didn't have the energy to get out of the bed. And the word that supports lethargic is when she said that she didn't have energy to get out of bed. And the context was is give me 3 minutes.
Hmm? Nathan, you want
Alright,
to help? Okay, go ahead, Brianna.
Miss Mr. Pick on Nathan. Nathan, could you help that part, please? Thank you.
Sorry, want to help? Sorry, Nathan.
Miss lethargic. I'll say synonyms. Is synonyms correct?
Huh? Synonym?
Yes, miss.
Yes, it is. Thank you. All right. Number 2 goes to Nathan. Read for me, Nathan. Give me the word that will allow for you to understand what the context clue is that was used. Thank you. Nathan.
Miss Gregarious and Shymus, those 2 words.
So, all right. So for number 2, which context clue was used? Is it
Antonyms, miss.
antonyms? Which word will allow for you to say antonym is the answer?
Miss, it says Marty is gregarious,
Mm-hmm.
and then it says unlike his brother who is quiet and shy.
All right. So which word in that brought you to that conclusion that the antonym that the context clue that was used is antonym?
Unlike, miss.
Unlike. Thank you. Thank you so much. Tori, your turn. Number 3.
Oh, this just says that it says that trying to avoid the accident was futile. And then after it says that it was impossible, which means that they both have the same meaning. So futile means impossible or useless.
Thank you. Number 4, Brianna, go ahead.
The painting of the landscape is picturesque, while the one of the old house is plain ugly. Picturesque in the sentence means it was attractive, it was beautiful, and the context clue we'll use is Let's say Anthony's.
Anthony. Okay, number 5. Nathan. Nathan, number 5. So we're just gonna do one more. So Nathan and then Torre. We'll do number 6 and then we will stop there for today. So Nathan, number 5.
Miss, the word would be unlike again, miss.
Mhm.
And it would be, so the words are feral and friendly, miss, and it is antonyms again, miss.
Okay. Thank you. So what the word feral mean, is it?
Wild, miss.
All right. Torre, yours, and then we will just recap a little from the slide and then we'll end. So go ahead, number 6. Okay. Sorry.
Yes, miss.
What's the answer for number 6?
Sweltering means hot because the hot was quickly replaced by the cold color, the cold flashes of
What's the answer?
fall. Miss, sweltering means hot.
Right. So what's the answer? It will be opposite, right? So sweltering summer days or hot summer days are replaced by cold flashes of fall. So that will be Anthony. All right, so quickly, can I get the 5? First of all, what is a context clue? And then you can tell me the 5 types of context clues. Then we will end there for today. Quickly, don't shout all at once. Go ahead. BNT, starting with B, then N, then T. Brianna, you first, then Nathan, then Torre.
Okay, miss. So context clues are practically ideas within a sentence, paragraph, or even a comprehensive passage.
Okay.
And the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, five. Yes, miss. 5 of them are inference, definition, examples, antonyms, and synonyms.
All right, thank you.
Miss,
All right, Brianna, don't done it. It's okay. Nathan, tell me what is inferencing, inferencing, and definition. Give me examples.
Excuse me? What was I supposed to do, miss?
Tell me So we're focusing on the 5. We're recapping, right? So the 5 context clues. Brian has already stated them. So you're going to tell us what inferencing mean and give us an example if you have one.
Inferencing is a conclusion reached by reading throughout the passage or story and using evidence from it.
Okay, thank you. Next one.
And a definition is a statement or example or meaning of something.
All right. Thank you. So, Torre, your turn. So you have 3 to tell me. So the E,
Oh,
A, and the
Anthony.
S. Huh?
All this.
All right. Okay, Torre. Mm-hmm. All right. Anybody? So the E would mean example.
Yes, miss. Examples are, Miss, the E means examples, the A means antonyms, and the S means synonyms. Antonyms are similar meanings or words in meanings, and synonyms are opposite words in meaning. While examples for ideas, acronyms for ideas, examples are practically, excuse me, a sentence of what happened or wherever.
All right. All right. Thank you, Brianna. So we have come to the end of our class for today. I hope next week when we're here, we will talk a little bit more about the topic at focus, and we will just make class fun. English is always fun. So thank you again for coming out. Enjoy the remainder of your week. I'll see you next Monday and Tuesday, God's will.
Miss, I know your favorite will be here next class. Bye, Miss. Enjoy the rest of your
All right, sweetheart. Later.
Bye, miss. Thank you, miss.
Bye. Bye, Nathan. Bye, Tori.